Florida Governor Ron DeSantis continues to raise his profile as the possible GOP frontrunner for 2024. And Julia Manchester with The Hill is here with us. Julia, we've talked a lot about primaries and the midterms. It is not too early, though, to discuss the run for the White House. So how much of a push are we seeing from DeSantis right now?
Well, I think we're definitely seeing an experimental push. I mean, we are seeing him travel to major states like Utah, for example, to meet with donors and traveling the country to meet with those donors and really GOP stakeholders. Now, DeSantis says he is focused on his gubernatorial reelection campaign this November. However, you can't deny that how high his national star has really risen and the fact that he's reaching out to so many donors and they're also reaching out to him. I think it definitely points to some ambitions beyond the governor's mansion in Tallahassee, and that appears to be right now presidential ambitions.
Well, and we also know he recently worked to lower prescription drug prices for Florida residents. That is something that certainly could have national appeal. So do you think that this could be part of his economic platform?
Yeah, very much so. We know that on Capitol Hill here in Washington, the lowering of prescription drug prices is a huge issue, and we've actually seen a bipartisan push. So when you see that in state capitals across the country, that's obviously very important. And I think it's very, important, obviously, to the people of Florida, but it gives DeSantis that added edge that he can say, look, this is what I did when I was governor or in my governorship in Florida. So it's certainly something he can point to.
Interesting. Well, if Trump does run in 2024, what are the chances that DeSantis could be his VP?
Well, President Trump has said that he would actually be okay with a Trump-DeSantis ticket. We'll have to see whether that's a direction President Trump goes in, if he even decides to run. But we'll also have to see what the GOP primary looks like. Look, President Trump in a number of polls is absolutely leading that primary field. However, there have been some recent polls, a few recent polls, that have shown Governor Ron DeSantis starting to increase his standing in those polls, and in some cases even leading President Trump. So I think it's a little premature for President Trump to go right to who's his running mate going to be when he could very well face a primary.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.